Imagine walking into one of the most photographed weddings in history. Millions of people watching, thousands of cameras, every detail examined for decades. Now imagine knowing that every stitch, every flower, every jewel on your dress will be interpreted as a message. For royal brides, wedding dresses are rarely just wedding dresses. They are political statements, family tributes, national symbols, and sometimes quiet messages hidden in plain sight. Today, we're uncovering the secret meanings woven into some of history's most famous royal wedding gowns, from Grace Kelly and Princess Diana to Catherine and Meghan. Some of these symbols were obvious, others were so subtle that most people never noticed them. Let's begin with a woman whose wedding dress changed royal fashion forever. In 1956, Hollywood actress Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier III of Monaco. It wasn't just a royal wedding, it was the original modern fairy tale. An American movie star becoming a princess. The dress itself was extraordinary. Designed by Helen Rose, it featured delicate lace, a fitted bodice, long sleeves, and a full skirt. But the symbolism went deeper than beauty. Grace's dress projected modesty at a time when Hollywood was known for glamour and scandal. Instead of emphasizing her status as a movie star, the gown emphasized elegance, dignity, and tradition. The message was clear. Grace Kelly was leaving Hollywood behind and embracing new roles as Princess of Monaco. Even her veil carried meaning. Unlike many royal brides who choose elaborate gowns, Grace's bridal look focused attention on her face rather than royal power. It helped present her as approachable and graceful. Decades later, her dress would become the inspiration for countless brides around the world, including one future princess. When Lady Diana Spencer married the future King Charles in 1981, expectations were enormous. The wedding was watched by hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Her dress was unlike anything people had ever seen. Designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, it featured dramatic puffed sleeves and the train measuring more than 25 feet. The longest train ever worn at a British royal wedding. Many people viewed the dress simply as a product of 1980s fashion, but it carried a deeper message. The enormous silhouette represented the fairy tale fantasy surrounding Diana. At only 20 years old, she was presented to the world as a shy young woman entering a storybook romance. The dress was intentionally grand because the monarchy wanted the wedding to symbolize hope, stability, and romance. There was another hidden detail. The designers secretly stitched a small gold horseshoe into the dress, a symbol of good luck. Most viewers never knew it was there. Ironically, the dress became one of the most famous wedding gowns in history, while the marriage itself would become one of the monarchy's most difficult chapters. Looking back, Diana's dress represented not only a royal wedding, but also power of public image. The fairy tale that millions believed they were watching. When journalist Letizia Ortiz married the future King Felipe VI of Spain in 2004, she entered one of Europe's oldest royal families. Her wedding gown immediately stood apart. Designed by Manuel Pertegaz, featured an exceptionally high color and intricate embroidery. At first glance, it appeared traditional, but many observers saw something more. The dress reflected Letizia's unique position. Unlike many royal brides before her, she was an accomplished professional woman with an established career. She had worked as a journalist and television presenter. The structured design projected confidence and authority. The embroidery included royal symbols linked to Spain's history. The gown communicated continuity with the monarchy while also introducing a new generation of royal women. Fashion critics remained divided about the dress to this day. Some consider it one of the greatest royal wedding gowns ever created, others believe it was too formal. But everyone agrees on one thing: it made a statement. Letizia was not entering the royal family as a passive figure, she was arriving as a future queen. In 2011, the world once again became fascinated by a royal wedding. This time it was Catherine Middleton marrying Prince William. The dress was designed by Sarah Barton for Alexander McQueen, and hidden within the lace were symbols many viewers missed. Handcrafted flowers represented England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The rose, the thistle, the daffodil, and the shamrock. Together they symbolized the unity of the United Kingdom. This wasn't accidental. Every detail was carefully chosen. The dress also reflected another message: balance. Catherine's gown honored tradition through lace sleeves and the classic silhouette, but it also felt modern and fresh. In many ways, the dress mirrored Catherine herself, a future queen who respected royal traditions while helping modernize the monarchy. The influence of Grace Kelly was unmistakable. Many commentators immediately compared the two women. Both dresses emphasized elegance over extravagance. Both created an image of timeless royalty. More than a decade later, Catherine's wedding gown remains one of the most influential bridal designs ever created. When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry in 2018, expectations were very different. The world was watching another American woman join a royal family. But unlike Grace Kelly's heavily detailed gown, Meghan chose remarkable simplicity. The dress, designed by Claire Wade Keller for Givenchy, featured clean lines and minimal decoration. Some people were surprised, others immediately understood the message. The simplicity allowed attention to focus elsewhere, particularly on the veil. Hidden within the veil were embroidered flowers representing all 53 Commonwealth nations. Each flower was selected with extraordinary care. The design transformed the veil into a symbol of connection between cultures and countries. Meghan also included California poppies, honoring her home state. This small detail connected her past and future. The wedding became one of the most discussed royal events of the modern era, and the dress reflected a broader vision of what a royal bride could represent in the 21st century. When we look at royal wedding dresses, it's easy to focus on beauty. The lace, the embroidery, the jewels, the trains. But beneath the fabric lies something more interesting: stories. Each dress tells us how a royal bride wanted to be seen. Grace Kelly's transformation from actress to princess, Diana's fairytale image, Letizia's confidence, Catherine's balance between tradition and modernity, Meghan's global perspective. These gowns weren't just designed for a wedding day, they were designed for history. And decades later, we're still reading the messages hidden within them. So the next time you see a royal wedding dress, look a little closer, because sometimes the most important details are the ones hidden in plain sight.